Hi, it's Gadget UK here again. This time I thought we'd look at Last Resort for the Neo Geo MVS. This is a game I've been playing a fair bit of recently actually. I'm getting quite into shmups. Thinking about getting Last Hope at some point. I think they're going to do a reprint of that for the MVS at the end of this year. Probably ship in 2017, so that should be, 2016, so that should be pretty cool. I think Last Hope it's a spiritual sort of successor to this really, because it's got very similar gameplay mechanics and things. It's a sweet game this. Let's hit start. I'm going to put it on easy. I'm going to go 3 continues. I might not use all those continues, we'll just see how long the video goes on really. I'll just let that intro bit there play. As you can see, that little force thing, you know, you collect, you can rotate it around your ship, or you can lock it into any particular position by use of the B button, and then just A to fire. You can hold down A to sort of charge up shots, very much akin to R-Type. As default, holding down A does nothing like that. So I'll kill some of these ships and destroy some of these ships, and then we should get power up there. You can see that one's at the top. And then we've got our force, as you can see it rotates around your ship there, that little pod, and you can lock it by pressing the B button, which I'm going to do. There's lots of different weapons, as you saw there. There's like H, which is heat seekers, and alpha lasers. I think there's G, which seem to be like ground-based things, go up and down onto the roof and the floor, which are quite useful. You need to use those. You need to use different weapons strategically, really, at different points in the game. It is one of these games, I must say, where if you lose your power-ups, you know, if you die at certain points in the level, it becomes bloody hard to recover. It seriously does, because there's got little checkpoints and things like that. Start you at a certain checkpoint, but some of the checkpoints don't give you the weapons and things you need before a particular part of the level starts, you know, to play out, kind of thing. I'll try and point one of those points out as we get a little bit further into this, because there is a bit where if you die there, which I sometimes do, it's a pain in the butt, certainly at the beginning of level 2. But yeah, I've played this a fair bit now, so I'm getting quite used to patterns where things are, the best way to handle are for these enemies. It's good though, it's very rewarding. Once you master the positions of things, it does become very rewarding gameplay. Could have handled that a bit better, I think, really. Just ended up not taking out a lot of the enemies at the top there. Cocked that up a bit there, should have been able to take those out, but not doing too bad here. Approaching the first boss. Like all these sort of things, when you get the bosses, there are patterns, there are certain places to move or not, you know, move to on the screen or not move, and certain weak spots to attack. Certain things to avoid, like this one, those lasers. There we go. Not too bad that first boss, but I am playing this on easy, so but it's still hard on easy. It seriously is. It is hard as nails. But I'm getting better at it. So this is the level. Well, in a minute I should show you. There's a bit where if you die, you're absolutely knackered. So I'm going to try and concentrate here and hope that I don't mess this up. Get that out. Yes. Yes, is obviously speeds you up. These things can be a bit of a pain. We'll get the heat seekers actually. Oh shit. Oh bollocks. That's it. I'm probably knackered now. We'll see. So it depends where the checkpoint is. It might be alright. I think it's probably right at the beginning actually. It might be alright. Maybe not, don't know. Trying to get the laser. Yeah. yeah, I think if you die a little bit further on than that, you're knackered because it only gives you one weapon, and you need the one that launches weapons to the ground or the roof. Some use of that force thing there, you know, learning to fire it like that is key really to this, because you're knackered if you don't use it. There's lots of places where you really need to fire that thing off. What I'm looking for now is a G as the power up. I think there's probably one coming up. Now you'll notice that as that thing impacts any lasers and things coming at you, they can't hit you, which is really good. You've got to use that to your advantage really. In areas where there's lots of those things building up, you need to use that tactically. I've got to be careful not to change weapon here now. And you'll see that the ones I've got now, the weapon I've got now, I'm firing at those green blobs. Oh shit, there you go. This is where I'm knackered. Because watch where it spawns me now, right? I've got speed up, and there's one weapon you get here. But I need those rockets that go up and down to the roof and the ground, which is a G. Now there's a G there, but oh shit, I've cocked it up again. But you need to, I think you've got to have powered your weapon up twice in order to get those rockets. So this is going to be damn near impossible. So this is probably going to be where the video ends really. I'll do one continue. We'll just try these last 3 lives, but I'm not going to get beyond this bit. You could probably do it, you know, experienced players would be able to know the easiest way around this, but I can't think of a way around it with the weapons that I've got. You've got that one there now, and that's it. That is all I get to deal with this next bit, and you'll see what I mean when we get there. It's these here, these are really impossible. You can take the first ones out of the force there. But then this is where it gets hard, because you've got to deal with all these blasted things here, and there's bullets everywhere. It's just flipping impossible, it seriously is. How the hell? Oh my Jesus. I don't know how I did that. That's the first time I've done that without the weapon that I thought I was going to need, this one here. Watch the bombs go up and down. Now if you've got that weapon, you can just stand in the middle, or fly in the middle I should say, and drop bombs on the top and bottom of the screen. It works really well. I think I'm to the boss. I think we'll go with that one actually, Heat Seekers. So, see how I get on. This is not too bad actually. Probably going to die now I've said that, famous last words. Bollocks, there we go. This might be really hard now actually without more power-ups. Not sure. Now we're back at the boss again. Right, let's see if we can do it this time. I thought I died again. It's the way that things come up and down, you know, from the top and the bottom. This makes it very hard to get those green blob things. Third level. Now I've got to the third boss, and I have actually got to the third boss quite well actually. When I'm playing this well, I can probably get to the third boss when I'm concentrating without losing a life. It's never easy when you're talking at the same time. But the third boss is bloody impossible, it seriously is. This one's going to go down now I think. A few more shots there. There you go. A few. So we'll just see how I get with this last 1 or 2 lives I've got left. I won't do another continue. See, you know, the positioning of that little force thing below you is absolutely key, really, to success on this game. Not taking out as many enemies as I could do here. I'm just trying to play it safe, really, and just try and stay alive. Yeah, I want to take care of these turrets first, I think. I ain't doing too bad here actually, it's surprising. Probably about to die. There's black reversed S's there, which just reverse your speed. So, probably could have done with that actually. I'm one of these people that when I'm playing these games, I never like the maximum speed power up that you can get, because I just feel sometimes it gives you less control. You know, a tiny tap on the controller, you move too quickly, and that's when you end up hitting the scenery and stuff. Yeah, I'm not going to get that one, just for that reason. Oh, get behind me. Jesus. Oh, there was no chance I was going to get past that. This is another one of those areas here where it's very hard. You know, you miss that checkpoint, you start with no weapons, suddenly you've got all this stuff to deal with. So I've got one life left. It makes it very hard actually, the checkpoint system. In some ways I'd rather it start the entire level again. Now this enemy here can be quite hard as well, it catches me out sometimes. It shoots to wherever you are positioned just before it's about to fire. So there is a strategy to it, you can avoid it from the shots completely, but it's just all the other stuff you're sort of focusing on, which tends to screw up your coordination if you're not careful. Let's see if I can take that down before I die. That's gone, is it? Flying away. I think we're at the third boss. This is where it's all going to end, I think. Oh. I'm not sure if I'm even doing any damage here at all, where I'm positioned, seriously. It's just I've seen people beat this boss this way. I don't know whether this is a glitch or what. There we go, so I can take it out. And I blew up, there you go. I think I beat him actually, I certainly beat the first phase of it. But anyway, hopefully yeah, you found that interesting. Check out Last Resort, it's a cool game. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.